Hey guys, I'm back. It is, what is today? I think it is the 2nd. I think it's July 2nd. I'm going to try to start time stamping these videos so you know, like when they've been done and when you see them. Just so you know, excuse me for the sniffly, so you know when. So you know when. So you know when. Is that good enough? Thanks. It is a very summery day. So I have a new pouch for you today that I want to show you. You know, we switch it up, different kinds of stuff, different kinds of gear. Mostly knives, because that's what I like, but yeah. So this comes from OneTigris, which is a company I've heard of. They sell a lot of stuff on Amazon. There's a lot of gear companies that are just sort of like, you know, I don't know, you get lost on Amazon looking at stuff. You could look and, I mean, you could kind of get confused at like what's the difference between this. You could see the same thing sometimes made with like 4 different company names on them, because the fact is a lot of these Chinese companies they just buy pre-made patterns and they throw a name on it, but this is really something a little bit different and I like it a lot. I want to share it with you guys. So take a sec, just takes like 30 seconds. Subscribe, turn your notifications, throw a like on the video, maybe a comment on the video when it's all done if you like it and stuff. Or if you didn't like it, tell me why you don't like it, but whatever. Same thing with the dislike. You can like or you can dislike, but I prefer if you dislike, you tell me what you didn't like, because I can't fix it if you don't tell me what's broken. So anyway, here we go. Let's take a look at this pouch from OneTigris. And if you like, I'm going to throw, I forget to do this most of the time. I'll put the product link on Amazon, or I'll try my best to remember, because I like this pouch. Now, number one, I got it in OD green. We've discussed my fascination, obsession with OD green because it goes back to my old man, well, back in my day, sunny Army days. Okay, great, done. Comes in OD green, comes in another color or two that you can pick from. And I have my Voodoo improved matrix pack, because this is kind of probably where it will be most of the time, unless I throw it on a plate carrier itself, in which case I will order it again in Coyote. But OD green is my favorite color. So this should just pop, right? Yep. So let's take a look at some of the stuff here. OneTigris. I guess that is a buckle, but we don't have that buckle. Oh, they have some other snaps and okay, whatever. YKK, which is, we know, a good name in zippers, has YKK zippers on it, and it has a quality warranty. I love when companies have warranties. Yay. So this pouch, this is sold as an EDC and admin pouch. You can use it for whatever, but it has, like I said, I'm sorry I said it a bunch of times, I haven't shown it to you yet. It has some features I really like, starting on the outside. Number one, PALS webbing for compatibility with the military's MOLLE equipment system. But as I always am fond of being a snooty toot and reminding you, this is the PALS webbing system. And as you can see, oh, this is a great example. I always talk about the laser cut versus the standard sewn on PALS webbing. Here we have laser cut versus standard PALS webbing. See the difference? There you go, that's it. This has the standard 1-inch PALS webbing, compatible with all the stuff. You have some on the back for mounting it. You have some on the front for putting other gear on top of. Cool. Nice big Velcro panel there, where you can put your patches or whatever else. So just cool morale patches, or if you actually want to identify what the pouch is for, you can put that on there too. That's cool. Put that back on the pack. Zipper pulls, not the standard little, you know, zipper metally things. I like these a lot more. Number one, you can replace them very easily with whatever you want. Number two, over time, a lot of those little tiny zipper panel pull whatever metal shits break. Cool. But you can see solid zippers. It's YKK zippers, and you've got, you know, the 180 design on them. They're oh, by the way, I know about this pouch because I saw somebody else's, so yeah, that's kind of what spurred me to look at it too. Good solid pouch design. See how the zippers are kind of protected by fabric around. Awesome. And man, this is heavy duty stuff material. This is not weak ass flimsy nylon like from the Army Navy store. Like, this is a good heavy duty pouch, which really does kind of, it's a little heavier duty than the stuff on here a little bit. But, so let's get to opening it up. It doesn't open 360 full 180, but what it does is it lets you open, and it almost opens like a shelf. Not quite, another couple degrees, you have a full 180 degree shelf. But if this was on your chest, or this is just on the back of a bag like this, throw the bag on the ground, open it up, you have full access to everything that's in here. And I can imagine using this one pouch for a couple different uses, which we'll get to after I show everything that's in it. So we've got one zippered compartment back here. That's a decent amount of stuff. Get your whole hand in it there. You've got 3 large elastics. These would be perfect for if you're gonna medical gear, rolled gauze, a tiny, like a 250 millimeter IV bag with some starting kit. Whatever, you figure it out. On the opposite side, these are Velcroed shut pouches. Okay, this is lighter weight material on the inside, by the way. So you got 2 of those, and then you've got another pouch in here, and you can see like they reinforce the stitching work. It's really, I mean, it's really well made, which is, again, when I saw it, got my hands on it, I said, that's a pretty damn good pouch. We've got the Velcro in here. Now, this comes with an insert, but there are a lot of brands that have like tactical field notebooks and binders and stuff, and they have those kind of inserts. This lets you use that field notebook or organizer insert from just about any brand, which is pretty cool. And that flows more towards like the tactical admin pouch. So this one comes with, this is rigid, and you'll see why in a second. It's not magnetic. It feels like it's got a magnetic closure. Dave picked that up, I should say, a little bit, but it doesn't. You've got some smaller elastics, pens, and stuff like that. But when you open this thing up, you've got a nice heavy gauge plastic. I don't want to venture out what it is, what kind of plastics, it escapes me right now, but you can put whatever documents you want, a map, a chart. You know the difference between a map and a chart, because that's important. But you can write on this with dry erase, with alcohol markers, with grease pens, pencils, grease pens, whatever you call it. China markers, whatever, marking on China, I mean. So you have, if you've got a small operational kind of depiction going on, a range card, whatever, keeps it waterproof. This isn't like a sealed like Velcro or anything, but it closes very flat. And when this thing's been in there for a while, it keeps it relatively protected. It has the Velcro on this side, so you can press that directly in here, and then when this opens up, now you've got full access to your field depiction, whatever it happens to be, right there. I absolutely, guys, 100%, back in the days when I was still in, if I was still in, I'd grab one of these in, I don't know if it comes in sage, I don't know if it comes in spice brown, or foliage green, which are like the widely accepted deployment gear colors today, but OD will do, and Coyote will do. I'd absolutely grab one of these. Because what I can imagine me doing with this in a deployed kind of situation, I can have my small scale. Damn, air conditioner's going on again. It's summertime. I'm behind the house. It's gonna happen. Small scale depiction of airspace, or a UGMR, or whatever. And if I have like a ROS stack, restricted operating zone, so like when troops are in contact and we're throwing down close air support, we put a 5-mile ROS where no one else besides those assets for the close air support is allowed. Okay, hang on before we go any further and we get some like keyboard commando yelling, "Excuse me, sir, that's secret," or one of these has-been REMFs, never actually went out in the field, commenting all caps, "OPSEC, OPSEC." Let's everybody calm down. I'm not about to, expose anything on YouTube. This is not classified. This doesn't broach anything. We teach this at the unclassified level to new students, new guys. You'll find other operators talking about this stuff all over the place. This is okay. Everybody just calm down. This is how it's been done for like decades. It's gonna be fine. Just enjoy the lesson. in that airspace. And a stack are the assets that are authorized in it. So like maybe we have an MQ-9 or an MQ-1, we have a pair of F-16s, A-10s, Strike Eagles, even a B-1. B-1 is a phenomenal closed air support platform, by the way. And then maybe we even have something that most people don't know called a light fixed wing, an RC-12, a U-28, a little slower moving propeller plane, but has multiple sets of eyes on board, has optics, has a lot of radios, and they can help coordinate stuff. I can do all that. I keep track of who's at what block, in what piece of sky, in what keypad. Killbox keypad stuff is the way we organize airplanes in combat, or at least they were. I don't know, maybe they switched that. But I mean, immediately when I saw this, I was like, oh, I've got a mini airboard right there. So it's awesome. I could see LEO implications for this if you've got a tactical situation. And yes, I mean tactical BT, like BT tactical, not little tactical like marketing term. I mean like you actually have whatever they're calling it where you're from. Barricaded suspect, SWAT, emergency support unit, emergency services unit, emergency response, whatever, but you need to organize men and where they are and what. This is a really fully functional kind of setup, which is why I wanted to show it to you guys, which is why I like it. Or, you know, the hell with that. You're just out and about adventuring, and you don't want to carry, you know, a whole, I mean, I know we have electronic devices with everything these days, but even in the days, even my latest deployment, which sounds like, oh God, it's 10 years ago, 2012, yeah, we'd have like tough books, we'd have ruggedized laptops with electronic depictions, but we would still take a binder, like, you know, a loose leaf binder, like you know, a 3-ring binder with plastic. We'd rip the cover off of it, and that would be a lot of times that would be our most reliable thing, because the screen can't break, can't run out of batteries, can't short out, can't get wet and not work anymore. So a lot of times we'd be in the field with a grease pencil writing down our stacks of airplanes, you know, who's supporting what tasking, what weapons they have on board, how much playtime left, how long they can stay there before they got to go get gas or go home. Like those old school, not fancy methods are still used in the military as a backup or sometimes even a primary, because they can't break on you. So this really spoke to me when I saw it, and it's a cool pouch. It's just a cool pouch. I don't know how many of you folks are gonna even watch. Like, these videos don't get as many views because it's not fancy, sexy, cool. But this is the shit in a shit hits the fan scenario. This is the stuff. Yeah, your knives and pew-pews and all that fancy stuff. That's cool. But having good gear like this is what keeps you going for organization and stuff. So anyway, I had wanted to try something by OneTigris. I've heard really good things about them, and so now I got this, and I have this upside down now that I realize it. Now I'm a jackass. Don't listen to anything I said. But I'm really looking forward to giving it a test run, maybe just on a hike. So where I was going with all that stuff before I fucking military geeked out, was, yeah, you might have an electronic device, you might have a phone or whatever with, you know, all your navigation stuff, but there's always a chance that's gonna shit the bed on you. This is never gonna go screen black on you. You know what I mean? You can put whatever you need in there and not have to carry a whole giant map of your area. You can have this. So cool. Sorry. I start talking about old deployments, and you know, I spared you the difference between a conventional close air support cast stack and a soft stack with special operating forces kicking down doors, and the difference in, if you guys want a video on that, the difference in what that looks like, just troops in contact close air support versus operators on the ground, and the way we do aircraft to support them and how it's different. I can do that because there's different elements. Everybody wants 9,000 feet for some reason, and the reason is optics and laser, bore sighting, and calibration, but whatever. So, cool pouch. Comes. I wish I could remember the different colors it comes in. Good materials, good construction, good options, not just for what they give you, but different things that you can get to put in it and add on. when it's complete. So I'm going to use it, and I might even pick up another one in another color that actually matches my Coyote plate carrier, because fashion matters. What do you guys think? Something you would use, something you wouldn't use, something that a feature you like, something you don't like. Yeah, I know it's probably made in China. Sorry, but it is. Something you would change, something you would add, and you know, I used to make fun of kids who could sew when I was in high school. One of the best survival skills I learned in the military was how to sew and heavyweight sew through nylon and stuff to fix your gear and make modifications to it. Learn how to fucking sew if you don't know how to sew. Anyway, tell me what you guys think. I'm gonna drop a link for OneTigris to their listing in Amazon. Not affiliated or anything like that. I don't care if you shop on it or not. I know somebody's gonna ask me where'd that come from and stuff, so I'll put it in there. And I'm gonna look at other OneTigris stuff to see what they've got, because apparently they make good quality gear. You know what I mean? So thanks for watching, you guys. Love to discuss this with you. And what would you do with this? What would be your main use for this pouch? EDC, admin, something tactical, whatever. Tell me about it in the comments. Remember that you guys are absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.